Happy Pride Month, it's Rachel Slauson, your first openly, that's delicious, LGBTQ plus Miss USA contestant, and I'm going to be telling you the 5 reasons I have not had a girlfriend. Here is the truth. Reason number 1. Girls are scary. Girls are also like not really nice all the time. So like, just like how there's like that story of like, well, guys are assholes. Well, girls can be mean. So I get nervous. I'm scared. I'm just scared. So reason number 2. Not only are girls not always nice, but I also still have internalized homophobia that makes it hard for me to express myself fully in my sexuality. So it's mostly not actually that girls aren't nice, it's more like I'm just really scared they won't be nice to me. And reason number 3 is when a woman rejects you, you're not only going through the pain of being rejected for having a crush on somebody, it's also like this whole piece of yourself that you've denied or had trouble accepting is like getting that wound picked open again. So like I've done a lot of work obviously to work on accepting myself, my sexuality. There's a difference, I suppose, between loving yourself enough to, hold on, I have to stress eat through this conversation. There's a difference between loving yourself enough to accept something about yourself, loving yourself enough to act on it. Because if you didn't know, I was raised LDS, which is also code for Mormon. There's not actually codes. We're not spies. But I was raised Mormon, or a member of the Church of LDS. Can't even remember the name, it's been so long since I've been. But anyways, I was raised a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and part of that comes with this idea that you're allowed to be gay as long as you don't act on it. So I feel like in terms of my own level of self-acceptance, I've gotten to the part where I fully accept it about myself. I'm comfortable talking about it. I've had experiences with women, both with falling in love and that were physical, that more than confirmed these feelings to be true for me. But I struggle with intimacy in general, regardless of gender. And I think with women, it's this whole other layer or this whole other fear, because if a woman rejects me, it's not just being rejected for me as a person, it also feels like my sexuality is being rejected again. And I went through a lot of shame and rejection around my sexuality at a very young age, and I was really just tired of being rejected. So like, obviously I'm sure there are lots of hotties that want to date me, but I have to work on my own self-esteem to be in a place to actually like have that kind of intimacy. And that's something I'm working on both in relationships with men and women. That's not just related to one gender, but at the same time I do feel even more sensitive or raw around connecting with women in that way because of the rejections that I've experienced, not even just with girls, but also with like my family and community. It's like there's a lot more pent-up trauma around that. So the experiences I've had with women have also been some of the most deeply healing experiences of self-love, because, you know, really having that feeling of acceptance and experiencing that with someone else is like next level in terms of like a self-healing experience. I would definitely recommend it. If you're like, well, I like girls and Rachel's insecure, does that mean I shouldn't? No. Every experience I've had with a woman, from a first kiss to falling in love, has by far improved my confidence and my feelings about myself. But just in terms of taking it that extra level to have a committed, serious, long-term relationship, that's something that I'm working on with either gender, and it's just a little bit harder for me with women. Reason number 4. I have daddy issues. My mom and I have a great relationship, mostly. Yeah, it's a different story, but mostly I have daddy issues. And I think that tends to have me seeking approval and validation from men more than women. I get a lot of fulfillment from my relationships with women and my friendships with men, but that sort of added note of romance or sexuality tends to have me seeking out men in more powerful situations where they have the power, and I want to win their love and attention, because it's the powerless inner child in me that's still seeking for my dad to come home. So yeah, I think that I tend to focus on men more, not because I'm more attracted to men. If anything, I think sometimes I'm more physically attracted to women, but just because emotionally and psychologically there's a little bit more of a need for attention or validation from men. Also not necessarily the healthiest, but that's something I'm very self-aware about, and something that I really am actually very open with any partner that I have. And so yeah, people know what's going on. There's no secrets here. Reason number 5, because I came out so much later in life, I'm still navigating and figuring out my roles in relationships. Who am I? How do I do the thing? Am I the casual girl, or do I like go for it? I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I think in general, my natural tendency is if I want it, I get it. Meaning like, I don't have a problem putting myself out there, asking girls out, but I think because, yeah, this is just a place where I feel a little less experienced, it's like waiting for someone else.
Anyways, this was like a really vulnerable conversation for me, and I have to go hide in a ditch now. Bye.